Ever wondered how the giants of American industry really got their start? We all know the names: Rockefeller, Carnegie, Vanderbilt. But behind the polished histories and grand legacies lie stories of ambition, controversy, and sometimes outright ruthlessness that truly shaped modern America. Let's peel back the curtain on the 19th century, an era not just of innovation, but of corporate warfare. Take John D. Rockefeller and Standard Oil. We hear about his genius in streamlining the oil industry, but the story is much more complex. He didn't just outcompete his rivals, systematically absorbed or crushed them. His company pioneered the use of trusts, a legal maneuver that allowed Standard Oil to control about 90% of the U.S. oil refining market by the 1880s. This created a monopoly so powerful that it led to the creation of antitrust laws, like the Sherman Antitrust Act of 1890, which we still use today to break up monopolies. The government literally had to invent new rules to deal with the unprecedented power he had amassed. Then there's the railroad boom, the iron arteries of a growing nation. Titans like Cornelius Vanderbilt and Jay Gould weren't just laying track. They were playing a high-stakes game of corporate chess. They engaged in watering stock, which meant issuing more stock than the company's assets were actually worth, essentially inflating its value to deceive investors and make a quick fortune. They manipulated markets, bribed politicians, and engaged in vicious price wars that could bankrupt smaller competitors overnight. The infamous Erie War saw Vanderbilt and Gould battle for control of the Erie Railroad, using every trick in the book, from illegal stock issuance to fleeing the state to avoid legal action. And what about Andrew Carnegie's steel empire? He's often remembered as a great philanthropist, donating millions to build libraries and universities. But his path to wealth was paved with some of the most brutal labor disputes in American history. The 1892 Homestead Strike is a prime example. When workers at his steel plant in Pennsylvania went on strike for better wages, his plant manager, Henry Clay Frick, called in thousands of armed Pinkerton agents. The confrontation turned into a bloody battle, leaving at least 10 people dead. It was a stark reminder that the immense fortunes being built often came at a tremendous human cost, a side of the story that's frequently left out of the Gilded Age narrative. These stories aren't just ancient history. They are the foundation of modern corporate America. They show us how power, regulation, and labor rights have been in a constant tug-of-war for over a century. The debates they sparked are still raging today. Thanks for watching. If you found this dive into the past interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more hidden histories. See you next time.